This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. Today we're looking at Camron explaining how his situation with Claressa Shields even started. Check this clip out.
Before we even get into the games, Cam, I got a question, because there's a lot going on the internet, and why not ask you? So, Claressa Shields, what's going on? What's the issue? Can you kind of inform us a little bit about what's happening?
I had female stalkers before, but it's usually after I never had a female stalker that I didn't and this is kind of new for me. So this is actually what happened. I did the face-off between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I'm reading the cue cards. We talked about this last week, but I'm going to inform my audience who don't know. I'm reading the cue cards. On the cue cards, it says, the most watched women's fight ever, Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. I don't know what's the most watched female boxing match. Now, don't get me wrong. I love female boxing, but I never studied who was the most watched female boxing match. So I'm just reading what's on the card. After that, she goes on a DMs me, yo, you got that wrong, champ. Da 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 da. I'm the most watched female fighter. Fine. I said, congratulations. But after last night, which was the next day after the Jake Paul main event with them, I said, you got some catching up to do. Cool. After that, she says, I look forward to breaking records. I put fire, fire, fire emoji. The next day after that, she goes, does a 20-minute interview dissing me. Cam is trying to rewrite history. Cam don't, pardon me. Cam don't know what he talking about. Cam is crazy. He don't like black women. Da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, all I did was read what was on the cue card. How I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know who was the most watched, but I did know after the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and they co-made an event, it was 50 million, 60 million, whatever it was watching her. All this turns into Cam don't like black women. Cam is hating on me. I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know the history. So then I left it alone. I said what I said on the show. Then she tagging me in videos talking about, yeah, Cam, look at this, this, and that, third. So I left it alone. She tagged me again. So I DM'd her back. I said, this is stalking at this point. I don't want to give you the attention you don't want. You're going to get the attention that you don't want. I'm telling you. I said this in the DM. She said, let's go at it. And that's where it went. I'm just a funny nigga. So I just started clowning her. After I'm clowning her, she go back and forth, back and forth. Look, sir, I don't know you, homeboy. I don't know nothing you do but box. I have no opinion of you. I don't care if your fight was the most watched or not the most watched. I do not know you from nowhere. So that's all the back and forth, but I was just having fun with it over the weekend. And she was putting up shit, I was putting up shit. But everything she was putting up, she don't know what the she talking about. I got robbed. I never got robbed. Tried to take my Lamborghini from me. I said, no. I got up behind it. No disrespect. I'm not saying that's a smart thing to do, but you don't have your facts correct. When you get your facts correct, I'll tell you you're right, but all your facts are incorrect. Look, mister, I don't know you from nowhere. I hope you enjoy your life. I hope you have fun, but I don't know you. I'm not trying to rewrite history. I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. You don't have the most watched boxing female match ever. Ever. Period. So that's all it was. That's what happened over the weekend.
This whole thing shows how fast simple misunderstandings online can turn into something way bigger.
So was all this over just the viewership?
That's all it's over. Whole shit is over the viewership. It all started. I'm trying to rewrite history. That's all it started. Then what happened was, I said, listen, you got 15 fights and 3 knockouts. Good. So she puts up. I'm mad I'm not in the studio. My flight got delayed. You got to get me out them It's up to you to get me out the two with the demons. I want to be in studio for this. I'll be there tomorrow. But the point being, is, it's all over viewership. That's all it's about. And then I put up, look, you got 15 fights and 3 knockouts. So she put up, you want to be the 4th knockout? So I put up when she was sparring with her and the nigga knocked her out. And she ran her car to get her knife. I says, from everything I'm learning, because I learned about this girl all weekend because people tagging me. She want to fight every nigga. She want to fight Gennady Golovkin, Keith Thurman, what's my name? Porter. She want to fight. So I'm like, if you really a nigga, just say you a nigga. I don't know what you are at this point. But she has a problem, and when she want to fight Jake Paul, she want to fight man. So I showed her when she was fighting the cleaned the clock. Stop playing with people like that. But I did get offered to go on Mad Comedy tours this weekend. D-Ray hit me up. Cedric and Ted hit me, said, Cam, we'll give you 30 minutes. He said, Cam, if you want to go on a comedy, I said, I don't have a stand-up act, man.
Honestly, it's wild how something as simple as reading a cue card blew up online, and you can see both sides getting heated.
Hit me. I said, I'm not even really trying to be funny. I'm just telling you what's going on. But I did get offered to go on some comedy tours. But this is all over the viewership. That's exactly what this is all. So I said that Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano had the most views ever. That's what it's all over.
I think that's the misunderstanding. I think from hearing what Stat is saying, I don't really know. So anybody don't put me in it. But when it comes to viewership, she's basically saying that she was hosting this fight and she was the headliner of this fight, and those girls weren't. Is that the real beef? Stat, am I getting it correct?
Yeah, basically, like, it was mainly about the viewership, and I don't know, because can I just say really quick?
Yeah. The
whole thing, and I'm not inserting myself into, I don't want any part of this. I'm just saying, when it was first discussed, Cam didn't say anything bad. So that's why I don't understand why, like, it just got so hostile. He actually was, like, praising her and was like, look, like, she like, that type of thing. It was never supposed to be any sort of discourse, argument. So what I'm just gonna say, if you'd like to chat, you guys can have a great discussion.
Camron describes how an unexpected back and forth started between him and Claressa Shields after he read a line from cue cards during an event where he hosted a face-off. The card mentioned that a particular women's matchup was the most watched in the sport, and he says he was simply reading what was provided to him without knowing the full historical context. After the event, Claressa reached out to correct what she believed was an inaccurate claim about viewership, and he responded politely, but the conversation continued to grow into something much larger than he expected. He explains that he congratulated her and thought the exchange was finished, but then she posted an interview speaking on the situation, and that is where the misunderstanding deepened. Camron says he left it alone at first, but tags and comments kept coming, leading him to respond again, reminding her that he was only repeating the information on the card, not choosing a side or attempting to rewrite boxing history. From his perspective, the disagreement turned into a public back and forth centered entirely on viewership claims and the interpretation of past events in women's boxing. He emphasizes that he does not have personal issues with her, nor does he have any stake in who holds the title of most watched.